Hi crafters, and welcome back to the Crafters Pantry. My name's Kylie. If you don't know me already, I typically have Taja here as my co-host. We usually get in here and start doing all kinds of crafts involving vinyl. We are Crafters Pantry. If you have not heard of us before, we are an online retailer for all things vinyl. And today we are doing a really exciting live, something that's been actually quite highly requested. So basically, StarCraft SoftFlex is one of our newer products. It is a heat transfer vinyl that comes in a variety of colors. People like to compare it to Easy Weed, although it does have a really soft touch to it. The way that it presses is like no other product that I really know of. So I really am excited to talk about SoftFlex today. The reason we're talking about it is because there's such a variety of colors, and there's quite a few colors that you guys have talked about that you can't quite tell the difference between when it comes to ordering, and sometimes the colors on the website don't do enough justice for the colors in person. So today I want to talk about those color variances, what's different between each of them, and obviously I'm not going to talk about every single color of SoftFlex that we have, or we would be here for a hot minute. But I am going to go through some of the colors that people have had issues with comparing them together. So the oranges, our pinks, purples, and then as well our like creams and whites, because those can be a little tricky as well. Just to keep it simpler, I figured we'll just make a video, we'll talk about it. You guys can ask any questions you have about SoftFlex, that you have about these colors. If other colors you would like to see, we can definitely do another video like this. But we can go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the simple ones. I'm going to start with the creams and whites. There's 3 different shades in the SoftFlex. So this top color here, and I want to kind of lay them side by side so you can see the comparison. This is our go-to SoftFlex white. We know the white. We've seen it on this channel quite a bit. And then this is the linen white, and then the buttercream. So it kind of goes into a gradient. You can see how it gets a little more warm, a little more almost like yellowy toned. And the linen white is what I would describe as like a perfect Caucasian skin color. Like I think that's probably like if you're making like a character on a shirt, this would definitely be a good Caucasian skin color. The buttercream is a little more warm, a little yellower. It would look really pretty contrasted with maroon, contrasted with black. This buttercream is really pretty as an accent color. Linen white is just gonna be a little more warmer, a little more skin tone color. The buttercream is gonna be definitely warmer and more yellowy. So that is something to consider if you're looking for like creams. Those 2 colors are really gorgeous as well. Next, we can go into pinks and purples. So this is my favorite part of the color spectrum because I'm a big purpley pink fan. So I'll kind of lay them out so you can see. Here's the lilac. It's your true lilac, that really pretty, it almost pretty much matches the color of my nails right now. They're like pretty much that exact color. This is the lavender. As you can see, it goes a little more on the cooler side, almost like a bluish tone purple, but it's still lighter. It's not as light as the lilac, but it's a little darker. And then we have the regular purple. So that, as you can see, the contrast there is quite different. It's definitely a true purple. And then we have plum, which is definitely gonna pull more pinky purple. It's definitely warmer. I would almost say it's like rosy. But it definitely pulls more warm than the other purples in this. So again, I'll pull this up closer so you guys can see all the purples up against each other, what they look like. But yeah, so now we can talk about the pinks, my personal favorite, and I love the SoftFlex pinks. They're so pretty. So we got the OG pink on top. As you can see, it almost has like a similar undertone to the plum, but it is like a true pink. It's definitely not going to be your lighter pink. It's more like a true, like pigmented, rich pink. I really love this color, so pretty. And then the bubblegum. It's a super popular color amongst a lot of our shoppers here. It has like a really just true bubblegum pink, almost a little richer than like if you took a piece of like bubblegum, like an actual piece of bubblegum. It's like a little bit of a richer pink, but I think that it comes out so pretty when pressed. When I think pink, I think bubblegum, but the actual pink color is really pretty when pressed as well. And then we have the fluorescent pink. So this one you can't really get confused, although it's not really showing up on here. It's a true bright pink. It's like if a traffic cone was pink, it would be this color. Like it's a true fluorescent pink, so pretty. And you can see it in comparison to the regular pink. The regular pink is definitely, like I said, more muted, but it also is like it's a rich pink, but it's not gonna be as like neon as the fluorescent one. And then I wanted to go back and show you blush. So this is one that a lot of people have difficulty distinguishing between like a blush versus our creams versus our bubblegum, like all of those. I think that is an issue for people. So the blush is definitely going to be a super, super, super light pink. And it would be gorgeous for anything wedding related if you're doing blush as your wedding colors. But here are all the color comparisons together for you guys. I'm so sorry that our overhead camera's not picking it up as well. All these pinks together look so pretty. I feel like you could make a really cool t-shirt with all of them. And then let me go back and compare the blush to the white and the creams, just so you can see again the difference. The blush is definitely going to be the pinkish color of, it's like, if you took all of 3 of these colors and mixed them with a little bit of pink, you would get blush pretty much. It's like that perfect blushy light color. Like I said, it would be really, really gorgeous for wedding shirts or wedding designs. Super pretty. And now we can get into the ones that I know everyone has a lot of questions about because they can be a little tricky to tell the difference between. Definitely the one that's most asked about. So we'll start with the yellow. So there's, I believe, 3 types of yellow. We have regular yellow, old gold, and bright yellow. And I would describe regular yellow as like your school bus. It's like your go-to school bus yellow. I don't know how else to describe it. It's literally the color of a school bus. You know what the color of a school bus is. It's that like really pretty, true goldish yellow. And then the old gold is almost like a little orangier. So if you can see, the yellow is definitely going to be more school bus, and the old gold is definitely that true like goldish yellow. So pretty. Definitely going to be a little more on the orangier side compared to the regular yellow, so that's something to remember. And then the neon yellow is like, whoo, that is yellow. And I don't even know, like sunshine yellow. It's like if you saw like a caution sign that was yellow, it's this yellow. Like it's super pretty, bright yellow. Those are gonna be your yellows. Again, I'll kind of do an up close so you guys can see the differences. So with the oranges, we have coral, which like they hit the nail on the head with this color. Like it is so true coral, beautiful. And I don't know if this even does it enough justice because it pulls a little more yellow. It looks like on the camera, but it's definitely like your rosy, beautiful coral color. I love that. I think it literally would match like a coral dress. I had a coral dress once for like one of my homecomings or something, and it was this color. It was like literally this color. So pretty. We have fluorescent orange, which again, bright. It's like a traffic cone color. Yeah, overhead just does not do the fluorescence justice for whatever reason. But in person, yeah, you can see. But I love when people use the neons and the fluorescence for their designs on their t-shirts. They just pop and look so cool, especially against black. So pretty. So that is the fluorescent orange. And then these are when they get really, really, really close in hue. We have the pastel orange, the regular orange, and Tennessee orange. So guys, they are so similar, it's gonna be kind of difficult to show the difference, but let's start with pastel. So the pastel orange is to me what I think of when I think of like an actual orange, like that you buy from the store. Like this, it would be this color. It has like a yellowy undertone to it, but it's like, to me, it looks like a perfect orange, like that I would, if I got an orange crayon, it would be this color. Then the actual orange is almost more red than the pastel. It pulls a little more red, and if you can see in comparison, it's definitely got a little more red in it than the pastel. It just pulls a little darker, but it's so beautiful when pressed. The regular orange is super pretty. And then we have the Tennessee orange, which is definitely going to be more muted. It's almost more of a brownie orange with a little bit of yellow in there, but it's super, super close to the pastel. I would say the only difference is there's a little more yellow, and then this one is had a little more red in it. But the difference, I mean, guys, it's like super close. It's super close in color. Look to the Tennessee orange if you're matching like a school color. I think this is probably meant for like football t-shirts and whatnot. The regular orange is almost like a burnt orange. It'd be really pretty for fall, really pretty for winter. And then the pastel orange is like a great staple for your orange. Like I think that's a good staple, a good crayon orange color if that's what you're looking for. And finally, we have the blues. So yeah, this is like, when I think of like a gender reveal, this is that blue. It's like the baby boy blue. It's true baby boy blue. It almost looks like a little more sky blue on the front camera, so maybe try going overhead. It'll maybe be a little, yeah, that's better. It's definitely gonna be your pastel-y light baby boy blue. When I think of baby boy blue, that's it. And then we have dusty blue, but it is going to be way more muted, has a lot more gray tones in it than the light blue. And it is such a pretty color. I love this color. I'm actually going to be doing like dusty blue and like a mauve-y dusty purple for my wedding, and this blue is like perfect. High key, it's so pretty. I just love it. It's very wedding blue, if you think of wedding blue, which I know all my ladies out there know what I mean. This is Tiffany, yes. So Tiffany blue is exactly that. It is like Tiffany blue, like if you ever went to a Tiffany store and you saw little blue boxes or little blue wrapping, like that is the true Tiffany blue. It's so pretty. It's got like a little bit of teal in it in comparison to the other blues. It's definitely pulls a little more light teal. This is more of like a true blue. This is that dusty blue. This is definitely gonna be more like a teal kind of on the spectrum of light blues. And then we have sky blue, which when it's pressed, so gorgeous. It's definitely like, when you think of the color of the sky, this is what it is. It's very true sky blue, super pretty, super rich, like just a rich color. I feel like this is also really good for football t-shirts. And then we have royal blue, which is exactly that. It looks like royalty. It looks like the color that the Egyptians painted on the walls. It's that beautiful royal blue. It's so striking. It's very rich in color, and you can easily see kind of the difference in colors going up. It's a little gradient here. And then last we have navy, which is so dark before it's been pressed that it almost looks black, especially in comparison to the other blues here, but it is definitely like a true navy. It's a deep navy color. Navy blue is a great color for doing like accents around your letters to make them pop off a shirt more, especially on like a white shirt or a lighter color shirt. That dark blue, oh, this is like a really pretty gradient. Unintentional. But yeah, that is all of our blues, and that is really it for today, guys. If anyone has any questions on specific colors you would like to see, anything like that, let me know, and I can definitely show those in future videos. If there's a specific color you have a question about, like what it looks like once it's actually pressed, any questions like that, feel free to let us know. But I know this was definitely going to be helpful for those of you who are trying to place an order, especially on very specific color matching. But we hope that this helps you out. We can definitely do more of these in the future. Well, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Bye, crafters.